Hey, let's talk about fat, because it's awesome. And this is a bit of
fat.
Yeah, we do. This is a bit of a journey for us. So, believe it or not, we were vegan for how bloody long were we vegan for?
A year and a half. He was hungry for a year and a half.
Bloody hell. Marital issues just there. Vegan, then we went, what did we go? Keto, and then we went carnivore, and then we're at a place where we've worked out what works for us. One of the keys for getting us there is I had a major health issue. We went to the doctor. They told it was impossible. You know, I was going to be on drugs where I'd never get a hard on for the rest of my life. It's like, there's no way that is ever going to happen. And then we did some, research into my background and heritage, Aboriginal, Australian Aboriginal, all that sort of stuff. And talk about some of that stuff, the diet that we found out there and why fats.
So what we found out was that Aboriginals mostly ate really high fat, and then they also ate lean meats like kangaroo and fish and fatty fish too, and a very few carbohydrates. The only sorts of vegetables they ate were this one particular like low glycemic tuber.
It was like a yam sort of thing.
So I said, why don't we try that? And so we went keto then, and we've sort of modified it as we went, as we found out what worked for us.
And it's had a very positive impact on us. And then we started to look at the value of fat, particularly animal protein and animal fat, and why that's actually good for your brain health. Your brain needs fat to survive. Your brain needs fat to function. Your brain needs fat to get rid of the cloudiness, particularly as you age. And having that sort of element removed from your diet increases anxiety, increases depression, increases body fat percentage, increases estrogen in men. And so all these things were fighting against each other. And once we started to work out what it was, and we're not talking like a week of this and a week of that. The vegan phase was 18 months. The keto phase, what was next?
Keto was 2 years.
The ketos was 2 years. The carnivore was about 12 months. And then it was like, okay, what works for us in between,
So we're clean keto, I guess you would call it now. But what we found out was so many of those vitamins that we were eating all the way back as vegans weren't getting absorbed into our body because so many of them are fat soluble, and we weren't getting enough fat.
Enough fat to do that.
So
what we're not talking about is a fad. What we're not talking about is like that lifestyle. You know how you can always tell if someone's vegan? Because if you sit there for 30 seconds, they'll tell you, oh, hi, I'm vegan. I can't eat anything in your house. Oh, you must really hate me. That bullshit. It doesn't work. We weren't doing it as a fad. We were doing it because we wanted to get well. And so morph these things, hybrid these things. Just don't stick because someone says that's the program you should be on. What's working for you? What's working for your mental health? And use that to progress towards the aim of being whole and healthy.
And don't hesitate to send us an email or get in touch with us if we can help you. I mean, we can only help from our sort of
understanding.
What
we are
works
not
for
medical
us.
doctors or nutritionists. We're just people trying to work this shit out and make it work for us in today's society. Cheers.